Hello again and welcome to my 500th beer review. 500 beers on YouTube. It's taken over 2 years to achieve this. It's a monumental moment for me. At the beginning it was just a bit of fun. Never would I have thought I would eventually reach 500 beers. Before we get into the beer I've chosen, I'd just like to show off and say thank you to Hopscene Rob for designing that t-shirt for me. You can order the shirt at realaleguide.spreadshirt.co.uk. But I picked, for my 500th beer, I picked something which I think is very fitting. And it's from the Thornbridge Brewery. It's their Thornbridge Hall Bracia Rich Dark Ale, coming in at 10% ABV. There might have been a few of you out there who have gone, oh, you know, you could have got Dark Lord, or you could have got Pliny the Elder for your 500th, but this should be pretty special. All the Thornbridge beers I've had so far have been very, very good. So I think I've gone for something special for my 500th. Let's get into it, let's have a look, let's get it into a glass. See what it smells like, tastes like, there you go. Read the back. And whatever else we'll get from this beer. Okay, so we gave a hint on the bottle what it would be. It is very rich, it is very dark. This is looking phenomenal. That is one of the nicest colours of a head I have ever poured into a glass. It is deep, it is dark, it is chocolatey. The head is really quite thick. I know I'll put my finger into this head and it's going to stay on my finger, it's not going to drip. Look at that thick, creamy head. Ho, 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 ho. Okay, not going to spoil it. Very dark beer, not going to see through that beer at all. There's Thornbridge's motto on the back: innovation, passion and knowledge. It's a 2-finger head, it's creamy, it's chocolatey, you can't see through the beer. Let's get the nose. Ooh. It says exactly what it says on the bottle. It's rich, it smells rich, it smells chocolatey, it smells very fruity, like a oh, this smells like Christmas cake. You've gone to your grandma's house, you've got the Christmas cake, she's got the Christmas cake, it's in her hand, she's just about to put it in the oven, she's just poured half a bottle of brandy or some kind of really nice liqueur over the cake, and then she's popped it into the oven. She's taken the cake out of the oven, you've grabbed a piece, you've tasted it, you've smelt it. You're getting that Christmassy cake, rich fruit cake nose in this beer. That's how best to describe it, or is how best I can describe it. I'm going to dig in. Thank you to the Thornbridge Brewery for sending. Oh, and here comes the bitter in. Here comes the bitterness. Oh, and it's warming. It's very warming. Okay, so what am I getting? I put the beer in my mouth and instantly it coats. It's a very, very lovely, thick, creamy, luxurious mouthfeel. It coats your mouth, it coats your palate. There's enough carbonation to push the beer around the inside of your mouth. The bitterness still coming. Then you get a hint of Imperial Russian Stout, where you've got your kind of really dark roasted malts, chocolate, smoked. and then that's in the middle, and then towards the end the bitterness just comes walloping in. It really does. What a whacking great bundle of bitterness right at the end, and that's coming from a mixture of the malt in there, the roasted malts that just keep building, and then the hops gather pace, it gathers with it, and it moves it all along to give you a sublime bitter finish. It really is a very nice beer. There's also a dark fruit in there, and then the smokiness comes, and then yeah, here comes the bitterness. It comes galloping right at the end, and it really does take everything else, moves it to one side very gently, but then it's the dominant flavour. It's a lot smokier than there. Well, not a lot. I wouldn't say a lot. It's a lot. It's got a lot more bitterness to the beer at the end. But this is a lot. This is the next level to the St. Petersburg Imperial Russian Stout, which is, I think it's 7.7% ABV. This is 10, so it's the next level. What I cannot get over, and which I'm enjoying probably the most, is the luxurious mouthfeel in this beer. It really is something else. I'm going to get the beer down to a nice level, then I'm going to wash it round and see if we can release some more of them aromas. Okay, here we go. Check the lacing. Phenomenal. And it really is a very, very nice nose. It's exactly like the taste which you would probably expect in a beer like this. I'll give you a little bit of information on the back, and I'll give you a rating. Okay, the Thornbridge Hall, I think this is their luxurious type of brand here, but okay, a velvety rich ale generously infused with dark and bitter chestnut honey, aromas of cappuccino, chocolate, fresh peel, licorice and hazelnuts with a little peat in the finish. The peat, I think, is the smokiness I'm picking up there. Bracia is this Celtic name for a beverage brewed in Iron Age Europe, with reference found on a Roman inscription at Haddon Hall, Derbyshire. Little is known about this except it was high in alcohol, brewed with cereals and most probably honey. Now, they mentioned honey a few times, and again it goes on to mention honey. I'm just going to see, I didn't quite pick up that honey. I'm picking up the licorice which is mentioned, but I suppose it might be there a little bit, but I'm mostly getting a lot of the other qualities which I mentioned earlier. Thornbridge's Bracia has been infused with a generous amount of dark and bitter chestnut honey sourced by head brewer Stefano Cossi from beekeeper Onalea Pin in the Alpine foothills of the northeast Italy. Okay, we go on to say about what's in there. There's all sorts of different. I'll give you the hops. I'll give you the malts and the hops. Here we go. Marisotto, brown Munich, dark crystal, black chocolate, peated and roasted barley. The hops are Target, Pioneer, Halatai, Northern Brewer and Sorachi Ace. Bracia is brewed 4 times a year and released in limited quantities. It can be cellared and its flavourings will evolve, so why not enjoy the experience of opening a bottle every once in a while. 10 degrees Celsius, absolutely fantastic. www.thornbridgebrewery.co.uk. Check them out. I'm into 10 minutes, but it was going to be a bit of a long review with it being my 500. It's not a beer that you're going to rush. You're not going to try and get every single ounce of explanation out of me in this review. And let's give it a final taste. The more I think about it, the more I'm picking up the honey. I'm not really a big fan of honey, so I didn't really pick it out because probably was blocking it in the back of my mind. Am I glad I picked this for my 500th review? Going back over 500 beers, starting off with beers like Bishop's Finger and Spitfire, Brains Bitter, Wells and Young's banana bread beers. It's been one hell of an experience. And yes, this is something which I am so happy to have been able to review, and I've kept it for a little while. I've had it a couple of months, but I always had it in my mind that I was going to put it as my 500th beer. So yeah, I am glad I picked it for my 500. It's been a worthy beer. I'm going to go away and enjoy it. It's luxurious. For me, it's up there with the Orkney Islands Reserve, the Grand Island Reserve, or the Dark Island Reserve. It's right up there with that. It's a beautiful beer. Beautiful, beautiful beer. For me, this gets, I'm going to give it 10. This gets a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from the Real Ale Guide. I nearly got carried away. I nearly given it a little bit more than it. I nearly give it a 10, but it's probably the occasion. I'm going to go away now and review some more beer in the future. But 9 out of 10. Check me out, realaleguide@googlemail.com. Put your comments in the comments box. I'll always answer. Subscribe if you like. Thanks for watching, all of you out there who have come along all the way with me. I've picked up followers from different beers. You've stayed with me. You've watched the reviews. It's great. It's only going to get better. Thanks for watching. Cheers.